Hello, and welcome back to Doomed, not-so-solo playthroughs through Arkham Horror the card game, with a focus on roleplay and storytelling. Hello Mistrich. Hello, Alex is a cat! Oh no, the Crosshair is being oppressed! Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we should probably ask the oppressee specifically then, because of course today I am joined by the Crosshair.
Hello!
Hello! Help, I'm being repressed! Good times.
Yeah, some guy came around the sword that some dart in a lake threw at him. And... Anyway.
Yes. Sorry. Threw a what in the lake? Ah. What have I done? Okay.
Some dart in a lake threw a sword at a guy, and he thinks he owns the land.
Ridiculous. What an absolutely ludicrous system of government. I love it. Hello to Kung Fu Fenris. Hello to Flower August. Hello to everybody. It's not every day that we start Doomed with such a big group of folks here in the chat, so thank you, hello, and welcome. And I'm thrilled to be back with the Crosshair, with Souls of Darkness. Ooh. That's all. I just wanted to say woo. Basically.
Yeah. Harvest time.
Yes, it is, isn't it? I'm, first of all, I just wanted to say here, so Kung Fu Fenris just dropping in. That's cool. Hope to catch you maybe on Drew Crew later this afternoon, or perhaps Montreal by Moonlight tomorrow. We'll see. And Alex just got their Call of Cthulhu Magic book and Investigator Handbook. Oh my god, so many things. It's really going to round out that shelf that you have, that you were talking about. I don't know, should I just, like, run a Call of Cthulhu RPG? Not run, I guess I should play in one first, eh? I don't know how to play, so... Dropping in is tight! That's funny, Flower. I like it. Anyway, Crosshair, that's enough banter for me for now. I should just get going.
Shut up.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? I will say I also have, due to some unforeseen circumstances, I still have a bit more of my drafted and solo Forgotten Age stuff to play and put on YouTube, which I think my deadline's actually coming up pretty fast, so I can't believe I have a deadline to play and record Arkham, but we'll see. You should, got it, Kung Fu Fenris, done. Fantastic. Okay, well, folks.
A deadline.
Oh, thank you, Mistrich. I presume your top two are like actual streamers, like real streamers who do like real promotion and stuff. But you'll just have to let me know. Okay, well then, Crosshair, yes. At the risk of us taking far too long, I think we should just dive right in to a recap of what the hell's going on. This is, of course, Scenario 6 of Souls of Darkness, the fan-made campaign for Arkham Horror the card game. It is called Crimson Harvest. And if the art isn't any indication, I mean, I think it's going to be a lot, so. Ooh. Thanks, Flower. I'm going to write that down, actually. Seth Skolkowski. It's a good name, too. Excellent. Kowski. Excellent. Well, great. Look at this. Okay. What do I want to say? Crosshair, we're nearing the end of this fan campaign. We've taken a few licks, i.e. fights, i.e. trauma. We've found and lost people. We've found and lost bits of magic. Well, found.
Well, Rex has.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, like, I guess Wendy's found some magic and Rex lost some friends.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. Yeah, just a quick kind of recap of the story so far, right? Wendy and Rex were both separately investigating or stumbling into an auction of old relics in Arkham, which was broken into and attacked by a blood cult, who then carried off some of the artifacts and used them to perform some sort of blood ritual in Arkham. Running into dead ends, Rex Murphy, the reporter, went to a strange sort of seance. He was like, well, it's not really a lead, but we'll do it because I don't have anything else going on. At which seance, Wendy was sort of their dream guide. They went into these strange dreamscapes, found a hint of where to go further, but when they were booted out of the dreamscape, they found themselves already there in Romania, in Valea Draguili. I'm just making up the name. Draganuili. Okay, well, I don't speak Romanian, so don't at me.
Draganulu Valley.
I mean, it sounds delicious. I'm just gonna call it Valea, which is also probably incorrect, but you know. Oh man, I think it's awesome, Alex. Though, so they investigated the town. They spoke to some folks in town. A lot of suspicion, a lot of mystery. Rex ended up confiding in the wrong person. He ended up confiding in an oath breaker, which at the time we didn't really know what that meant. We did shortly after, as they were carried off to the oh my god, what's the guy's name? The Dragonescu castle. Wendy and Rex sort of got away from their captors, broke in, found some information out, and Wendy was able to get into and kind of sneak her way into the meeting between Nicolae Dragonescu II, aka an old sort of been around for a couple hundred years patriarch, and his son, Nicolae Dragonescu III. The younger turned the tables on his father, basically screaming something about how they wanted Uvhash to, like, come and descend upon the world and take the blood that he was owed, or something to that effect. Basically, let's bring about the apocalypse. With this information, though, Wendy was able to escape by the skin of her teeth. It was pretty scary. Rex was trapped in the basement and beaten to a pulp. But thankfully, Wendy managed to drag him forcibly out of the castle. I don't know if they're supporting each other or what, but they've stumbled back into the village, which is where we pick up our story of Scenario 6. Did I miss...
Or rather...
Yes, tell me. Yeah.
Rex found an underground exit, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, because he was in the basement, which led out some way. So they've probably reunited in the village. Rex looking worse for wear, Wendy less so.
Possibly starting a civil war.
Well, this is... So, yeah, did I miss any... First of all, did I miss any important kind of, like, story points? But also, is that... Do you think that's kind of what's happening here? Is that Wendy has inadvertently kind of been the catalyst for a war of the family and in this town?
That, or as she would put it, she didn't start it, she just didn't stop it.
That's right. There was a narrative choice. Did Wendy want to defend the Nicolae Dragonescu II, the elder, or not, basically? Leave him to his fate. And I seem to recall during that scenario we talked a bit about, like, well, like, Wendy doesn't really have any skin in the game, so to speak. There's no... Why would I defend some old, smelly guy? Just took off. There was... I mean, I was... In terms of... There are a lot of Arkham scenarios that feature a sort of last act chase, or a last act escape. Which I really love. I think it's really cool in Arkham to, like, set up a progression of locations and be like, okay, we've made our way to the heart of the temple. Now we gotta get out! You know, it's very cool. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a better escape in recent years than Wendy escaping from Castle Dragonescu. It was pretty boss. Crosshair.
Yeah, just put on your running shoes and get out.
Just keep running. You know, zipping around people as necessary. Very, very cool. Anyway, that's where we're at, story so far. The XP was a bit weird last scenario. Rex got 2 XP from Victory Point enemies, because he didn't clear any locations, but Wendy cleared some enemies. Thanks, Wendy. Wendy got, and I hope you don't mind me kind of explaining this to the audience here, Crosshair.
Yep.
Wendy had the ability to remove a trauma for an XP, but then also exile a card from her deck for its equivalent in XP. So
Yeah.
Wendy ended up earning more XP than Rex and healing a trauma, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. 2 XP from the scenario, 4 XP from removing a trap from the deck. And then losing 1 XP to heal that trauma.
There's no kind of like regular amount of XP that's equal to trauma. I think there's I don't know if there's anything other than in the Forgotten Age. There's like you want to stop off at St. Mary's Hospital? I think it's 3 or maybe even 5 XP to clear a trauma. So 1 is like, that's very nice. I know you can't hear me, Cthulhu, but I'll wave anyway. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm joined today by the Crosshair. Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Thank you, Crosshair. Perfect. Okay, well, we know kind of generally what's going on then. I'm curious to see the setup because the mod only put 1 location into play. I mean, unless I'm missing anything, I think we should just kind of dive in and see what's going on.
Yep. That was pretty much it.
Excellent. Yeah, Alex, I mean, I can't not recommend TTS. I have played a little bit of Earthborn Rangers, which also has an unofficial mod on Tabletop Simulator, but like, if you see my hours in this game on Steam, it is all this. Like otherwise it is all this. So I don't know if I can recommend TTS. I can definitely recommend this mod if you like this game. And that's me. Anyway. All right. Yeah, let's jump in. Let's have a look at scenario 6, Crimson Harvest. Ooh. You stumble into town, your lungs burning and your legs aching. A crimson death is coming, and you do not know how to stop it. In your panic, you barely recognize the village you've spent the last few days exploring. Take a deep breath. You must take action. If you don't, the people of Valea will die. Without speaking the language, you must spread the word to every corner of town. You must find anyone who can understand you and tell them to flee, or fight, or prepare for death. You're not sure which. The last rays of light loom over the horizon. You take a moment to lament the unfortunate timing, and then you look around. Which way should you go? Okay. So we got a
Rex is basically trying to tell Wendy that no, you can't just leave.
There are people here, Wendy. People who are going to die.
Yes. Oh, well, I guess that's a good enough reason to stay to watch people die.
Oh. To which, Rex. I feel like Rex is starting to get Wendy's number a little bit. Like, figure out what she's all about, Just a little bit. Okay. So in setup, we're told to get some encounter sets, set some stuff out of side. Place Valea Draganuli into play townside up. Each investigator begins play there. That's been done for us. Place the remaining town locations aside out of play. Place the Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame aside out of play. Brackets, it is not a town location. Set some stuff aside, set some stuff aside. I'm trying not to read too much to not spoil myself. Check the campaign log. If you were imprisoned in Castle Dragonescu, advance the agenda to Agenda 2A. No, that would have... I presume that's if we had not escaped, or if Wendy had not escaped.
Yeah, or if we had confided in someone else or something.
Ah, yes, potentially, yeah. If an investigator controls the Chalice of Blood, instead of adding a blood magic weakness to your deck for this scenario, instead, add the Blood Covenant weakness to your deck, and then if no one owns the Chalice of Blood, remove it from the game. But
okay, don't look at it, but where is it?
I imagine, if you right-click on the set aside, I'm sure it's in there. It is called Blood Covenant.
Yeah, because I have a feeling that it's a
it might be
treachery weakness pact, not hidden.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, it's a hidden one.
Okay.
So,
but it probably starts because yes, it says add it to your deck. So I presume it goes in your deck. as opposed to a permanent.
Yeah, but the other blood things also go into your deck.
Hmm.
But they start... Random copy of blood magic and put it into play.
Yes,
But
right,
this
because
one
they're
goes
all,
into my
those are the
deck.
ones that are like, they were active throughout the whole game, right? That you've been using.
I won't read it then. But it's... I'll know when it's coming, I guess.
Yeah, I guess my question, yeah, it does it happen to have the permanent keyword? Because that would indicate that it starts kind of out in play to me.
Oh, it's bonded, permanent, peril, hidden.
Bonded? Permanent? What the hell? Okay, fine. Well, anyway, yes, I think. Oh my god, permanent
It's
hidden is so silly.
Yeah, because I think...
Yeah, have a read and tell me what it does. Well, don't tell me. But...
all of the blood magic are permanent hidden. So
Okay.
they're like the other ones.
Okay.
I'll just have to see what it does.
Yeah. So, as opposed to a, for the benefit of the chat here, as opposed to Wendy receiving a weakness to her blood magic that she's been channeling through the chalice, instead today she is receiving a blood covenant. Perhaps she is going to switch sides, join the Oathbreakers. We don't know. We're not sure.
Yeah. Well, I can't do anything to it, so...
Oh, great. So it's just going to do something. Yes, exactly, Flower.
Yeah.
I think that's the idea. Okay. Additional rules and clarifications. This is going to be the crux of the scenario, I think. In this scenario, enemies may attack locations, and locations can take damage and horror. Ready enemies that are not engaged with investigators during the enemy phase will attack their location. So, if an enemy is ready but not actively fighting an investigator, they will instead try to blow up their location. All locations enter play non-destroyed side up. Makes sense? Each location has health equal to its printed health value, which can be modified by its text, which we'll have a look at the Valea in a second. When a location has taken damage equal to its health value, turn it over to its destroyed side. Remove all clues and damage tokens from the location, but leave all other cards and locations or tokens at that location, including horror. Destroyed locations don't take damage, so health on a location leads to it getting destroyed if it takes more damage than it has health. Locations, including destroyed locations, can take any amount of horror, which represents madness spreading through the village. Locations cannot be destroyed by horror. Horror on a location has no impact unless specifically referenced by another card. So, horror represents the madness spreading through the village. Damage represents the physical destruction of the village. I'll point out, as we've done here, Valea starts, it's a 3-shroud, 2-clue location. It has 2 health, but it also says it has 1 per investigator additional health. So we're marking it as 4, and we'll tick this down if it gets attacked. I guess because I'm here, I'll also read the rest of it. Free trigger. If there are less than or fewer than 4 tokens on the scenario reference card, there are 0, players at this location can spend 2 clues as a group to rescue townsfolk. Put a resource on the scenario reference card once per round as a group. There's also an action to resign. If there are no investigators left in play, all remaining townsfolk are considered defeated, and the town is destroyed. Yikes. So, we can run away. But
once per round, 2 clues to rescue someone.
Yeah, exactly. And then it says if there's fewer than 4, so I think we can only go up to 4, but I don't really know. Well, we don't know what that does. It sounds like a good thing to do, obviously, try to rescue people.
Yeah, and the reference card has townsfolk rescued, so...
there we go. Yeah, we're already here. Let's have a look. Crimson Harvest. The skulls are -3, which is a little mean. If you fail, deal a horror to your location, which is the spreading madness. Cultists are -X. X is the amount of horror on your location, but a minimum of 2. So cultists are -2s, and that maybe goes up. which I guess means the first couple horror on a location are free, which I put in big quotation marks.
Yeah.
A tablet is minus X. X is the number of destroyed locations in play. 0 currently. And the Elder Thing is minus 3. Minus 6 if your location has the red mist attached. Gross. Just like super gross. Minus 3, minus 6. Unbelievable. Okay.
The second page is an interlude.
So it's to be that kind of thing, eh? All right. Well, Wendy and Rex have found them. Well, I'll read the agenda in the act here, but they found themselves in the village, reunited at last. Wendy having escaped with the secret of the Oathbreakers. Rex having escaped with his life. But let's have a look at Agenda 1A, the Sturge's Song. You have a bit of time to prepare, but doom approaches, Valea. You make it to town and wonder, what now? There's one doom threshold. Lol. Action, warn the townsfolk. Choose a connecting location symbol, then search the set-aside town locations for the location with that symbol, put that location into play town side up, and move to it. As a reminder, connections are the symbols listed at the bottom of a location, so I would say action, blue triangle, and then I'd go get the blue triangle location and put it into play and move to it.
And
what does it do?
if we remembered what the locations were, because there's a tavern, there's a temple or a monastery,
yeah.
and then the town center,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, was connected. And the fields?
Farm.
Yep, you're right. Was also connected. Because you're right, yeah, this is the same location as the one that, like, it's the outskirts, well, kind of, like, when we left the inn, it was the one directly below the inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we remember the symbols on them, we could choose where to go, but...
Oops. My guess is blue triangle is the town center, and the little clover is the field, because I think clover would make me think of fields. That's literally just a guess. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, very cozy place. Cthulhu, yes. One doom is just, like, it's mean. But, alright, let's have a look at Act 1A. Oath Breakers. The town is under assault. Can you protect the people? Can you fight back? How long can you hold out? Forced. Before the agenda would advance. So, place a doom before the agenda would advance. Remove all doom from non-agenda cards in play. So that would be like enemies or locations or, I don't know, player cards, I guess. Deal 1 damage and 1 horror to a town location for each doom removed this way. If the doom in play is now less than the doom threshold, the agenda does not advance. I choose to not choose. I'm reading that as let's talk about that, Crosshare. I feel like that means basically, yeah, so every round we still add a doom to the agenda, but then we remove all the doom from, enemies and locations and things, which then attack and blow up town locations.
Yeah.
And then we check the doom threshold, and it doesn't advance unless it's at the threshold.
Yeah, so basically ticks still happen, but we can basically bank doom on the board if we want.
I mean, it does do something, which is scary, obviously, but we don't know how bad that is necessarily.
But board doom will never advance the agenda.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Unless we... it's a forced effect, so it's... Can't choose, but...
No. But it does mean that, like, it feels to me like the game will add doom to the board, but it's telling you, like, don't worry, that won't rush the agenda or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. There's also an objective with a question mark. When all town locations in play are destroyed, immediately advance.
So now.
So
let's just...
Right. Okay, well...
We could just, leave.
We could just resign and then everything would, and then we would win? Okay.
Yeah.
we don't know. Doom is coming to the town, and Rex has hopefully persuaded Wendy that they need to do something, whether that something is rescue some or try to warn some town folks or maybe stay and fight. We don't know. But that brings us to the beginning of the scenario. I'm just gonna save the game. I guess we have a little bit of time, aka 1 round, before the baddies arrive.
Could you pick a number between 1 and 5?
Yeah, I'll pick 4. Oh!
Great. Now it's Rex's fault if I draw badly.
Classic. Okay, I'm gonna pick 2 for myself. So it's still my fault.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it, team. We're gonna draw our opening hands. Let's get doomed.
Let's get doomed.
Some of them. I think I want to keep that. Wow, actually, it's a lot of stuff to keep.
I'm gonna throw everything away.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
I'm digging.
Dig. No, good shout, honestly. I think I need to keep that too, actually. So I'm just gonna mulligan 2. That's weakness. Okay, bad mull, but it's all right. We'll live.
Oh yeah, well, this is my hand, no matter what happens, so... I can't mulligan twice, so...
No, not at this time.
This might be bad or this might be good, I don't know.
Who the hell knows? But when you take a full mull, you know, it's to dig for that special thing, as you say, which is good.
It's a cheap hand, so...
Okay, well that's good then, because then you can save some money for later. Okay, well, here we are in the Valea. Rex has the idea to sort of start warning the townsfolk and venturing to different parts of town, but I would also like to get some clues, maybe. We'll see. Do you want to start, or should I jump in here?
I can, because I have short supply, so...
Oh, yeah, yes, of course.
Let's see.
And the market.
Oh. Yeah, I put those out.
Great.
Stray cat, fine. Waylay, fine. Of course.
It's always been in the bin. That's a weakness. That's good. Irony.
Well,
okay, it's fine.
Yeah, if you want to show people what I bought last time, that's cool.
I love the look there. Oh. Oh.
Well, fine.
One more? Am I wrong?
No.
Oh, you're doing that order. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, I'm just ordering them like they were. Oh, yeah, it is one more.
Weakness? No. Okay, well.
Well, there goes the blade. I guess I could do one thing and go through the deck really fast, but... Problem is that I can't get the blade back.
Not without cycling your deck, and as you I think as you're insinuating, Wendy sometimes feels abandoned by everyone, by the world, you know.
Yeah, if I cycle my deck, then everything in this card goes away, so that blade is gone. Yeah,
you know, so I mean, that's the short supply is the only one of these 0 XP permanent assets that doesn't seem to have. Most of them have like a good line and a bad line. You know, it's like, here's the good thing, here's the bad thing. But this one just has one forced effect, so it's the good and the bad, really.
Story assets don't have a level.
Correct. You're right. Thermos here has little pips. but none of them are filled in to indicate that it's level 0. The Blade and Lydia and so on don't have any pips, which indicate they are of no level, question mark? It would...
Yeah.
I wish we could, scrounge, find a sword. Be great. Looks like we're gonna need another plan.
Yeah,
What that plan is, but I
am
guess
going.
you're gonna need something.
Well, just means a bit less fighting, so... I'm gonna grab the Thieves Kit, thank you. Let's do it the old-fashioned way then.
Okie dokie.
Then I'm gonna play a...
He might indeed, Flower. He might indeed have a plan, as long as he can find information. Backpack. Excellent. Items or supplies?
Yeah.
Although, well, sorry, I know you're listening on mute, Cthulhu, so I'm just going to message it here as well. Obviously, short supply goes way up in value if you happen to hit a weakness with it, which is what happened last game, and it was great. The Crosshair, or I should say Wendy, never felt abandoned and alone. But I don't disagree. There's some risk there. I mean, it's still high risk. Okay.
Those go there.
Wendy's getting her backpack up and ready, or getting her stuff together for a fight of some kind, maybe?
Yeah, ready to go. Second action, I think, will be to... Yeah, let's lay that out.
Lovely.
That's the topmost event. So.
Which would then go to the bottom of your deck, saving it, so to speak.
Yeah.
What's Rex going to do here? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, that was the second one, and... I can't play that, so...
Excuse me. Do you want to... What's the thought
It's
process?
just...
You're thinking of something.
No. Let's just play that out as well.
Right. This is, of course, the Chalice of Blood that has been so beautiful and troublesome. That Wendy has managed to... I mean, she used it in the castle Dragonescu, but then has also brought it back to town. I guess the fate of the world might rest on this chalice, right? We don't know.
Yeah. Well, no blade, so have to improvise.
I mean, definitely. Talk about improvise. Meanwhile, I think Rex doesn't have too much to go on here, but he does want to try to warn the town and maybe even try to find not another way out. I shouldn't say that. Although this is probably the best way they have to get out of here. 1, 2, 3. So Rex's friend that he kind of saw back in Arkham throughout the dream sequence as well. Dr. Malison. Dr. Malison, of course, is not here in Romania, at least not anymore. But Dr. Malison's strange invention seems to affect the tides of fate itself. Rex doesn't necessarily trust himself with it, but he's got to try something here. And of course, I need some clues in order to activate my kind of way of doing things, but I think I'm going to open up another location. Rex, equipped with only the barest minimum of tools, is off to warn the townsfolk. The more people he can warn, the more people he can save. And the more people he can save, the more bodies there are between him and the approaching army, perhaps. Choose a connecting location symbol, search the set-aside town for that location, put it into play. Knowing what I know, guessing what I guess about the town locations, I am going to just maybe go for the clover symbol. It's a pleasing symbol.
Yeah, pull that field.
Pull that. Oh, it is. Oh my god, I didn't. I really didn't even know. I get to move to it as well. So, Ranch is a 3 Shroud 2 clue location as well. It has 2 + 2 is 4 health. There's also a free trigger here that says if there are no clues on Ranch, attach the set-aside pit trap to this location. Group limit once per game. So, I know what I'm going to be focusing on. Hopefully. Perfect, Cthulhu. Then we're going to chat up a storm. Okay, there we are. Rex has ventured off into the fields, hoping to maybe either convince some of the ranch hands to run back into town, help protect the town, or maybe are there some barns they could hide in? All right, there are no ready enemies, which means that we move on to upkeep. Interesting.
Bit late on that, but fine.
We go to 1 out of 1 Doom. Doom has not yet come to the Valea, but as the sun begins to set, perhaps it does. I'm going to advance to Agenda 1B, the Sturge's Song. Streaming forth from the castle, Nicolay's thralls march towards town, their thirst for blood insatiable. They will arrive soon. Skip the draw encounter card step of the mythos phase. Yay!
Yay!
Oh, that's great. Okay, well, we're into Agenda 2A then, and we're not drawing encounter cards. The oath is broken. As night settles in over the village, the thralls of Nicolai Dragonescu launch their attack on the village. You must warn as many people as you can. Forced, at the end of the enemy phase, each ready, unengaged enemy attacks its location. And there's an action here to warn the townsfolk. Search for a town location that matches a connected blah, blah, blah. And it's got 5 Doom.
Also, I have to say that discarding the blade isn't the end of the world because this deck was built to not have a weapon.
It was. That's true. I mean, I think we would both agree, and hopefully all the viewers of this campaign so far would agree. Wendy's done a hell of a lot of work with the blade, so it was a very welcome addition to the deck. I think every scenario practically.
Yeah. So now Wendy has to do the things she used to do before stabbing everyone, so...
That's it. Was the blade left behind at the castle, or was it taken off of her by someone? I wonder.
I think Lydia Mikhailov ran away with the blade.
Mikhailov!
Tempted by the power.
I thought she was our friend!
Yeah.
Damn. That's so rude.
That at least fits the story of every companion being an asshole or dead.
You're not wrong. Okay, well, we're back around then. The Chaos Bag has a number of -2s and -3s in it. Do you have a plan, or should I go first? Sorry, is my question.
I could go first because I don't really have the resources for a plan currently, so...
And no, Cthulhu, I have not seen scavenging come up in this Wendy deck. Although, to be fair, she also hasn't been kind of investigating quite a bit, so I don't know if that would necessarily do much.
Scavenging?
Scavenging is an asset that, like, if you succeed at a test, you can take an item back from your discard pile.
Oh, would that have worked with the heroic blade?
Yeah. Yes, which I believe it would work there, yeah. Although, again, I think the downside is, well, not the downside, but you'd have to be successfully, I think it's succeed by 2 even at investigate, so it's like a whole thing. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, right. Well, I'm gonna take bank job, so...
And that money.
But I need money to make money, so that's an issue, but... I do have 0 cost items as well, and the location has 3 shroud against my 3, so... or I can expand the city.
Which there might be a lower shroud location, or a location with a cooler effect or something. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, but first action, let's put on some clothing, so to speak.
Right. Oh, for the power, yes. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, the crown. Yeah, right, okay.
Second action, let's try to investigate this location. Might as well, since I'm here.
Okay.
3 on 3. Fine. Let's go.
There you are.
That's 1.
That's a clue. Very nice. Wendy is collecting testimonials from the townspeople, trying to help them find their way out.
Yeah, trying to figure out the best way to get least people killed, even if she doesn't want it.
That's a good way to do it.
3 on 3. Let's go. Less so. But I could... Oh, right. Nah. That's it.
Okay. Rex is off in the fields trying to, as I mentioned, persuade some farm hands to make their way back to the Valea, hopefully defend it, or maybe find some way of getting the army of Nicolae Dragonescu out here, where it's perhaps more easily defensible. I'm going to investigate as well. Unfortunately, I don't have much in the way of investigation at the moment. I will commit this captivating discovery to go 5 to 3. Yep, that's Rex for you, buddy. Let's go again at 4 to 3, but this time I will commit Take Heart. Not speaking the language has always really hurt Rex's ability to do anything here. This way, Crosshare, I'm summoning the elder sign by committing Take Heart. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but I do fail, so I'm dealing a horror to my location, spreading madness through the town, which, however, I did fail, so I will draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. And then last action, I'll just say this out loud before I do. I'm going to play the Hawkeye folding camera. So, as Rex tries to, as he sort of, tries to find a way to, like, convince these farmhands to do something, that there's, like, danger coming, waving his arms around, they're just kind of shrugging and heading back to their homes. He's really just he can start to feel the approaching tide of despair. And that's me. So which means we can go to upkeep again, because there are no ready enemies.
That is true.
I'm really just looking for something to help with this, but I guess we're going to get in there and see what we can do. All right. Now, however, we're at the real mythos phase. The armies of Nikolai Dragonescu have not yet arrived, but perhaps they are about to. We're at 1 out of 5 Doom. I might suggest Crosshair, actually, I think... Well, unless you feel like I should be lead investigator, I was going to suggest that it go back to you for this scenario, because Wendy is less beat up by the castle than Rex is.
And she probably has better plans than Rex.
Well,
at least plans that turn good result for people and their health.
What do we got?
Cultist of Uvhash, aloof, any location, empty fable. Well, it's gonna be any location then.
Yes.
Treat Cultist of Uvhash as though it is at every location with the purpose of siphonability. Siphon, place 1 Doom on Cultist of Uvhash, limit once per round. While Cultist of Uvhash has Doom on it, it loses aloof and gets +1 health and +1 horror.
So as blood is siphoned off of the living, the mortal, they become more powerful and start to hunt themselves. Not hunt, sorry, I shouldn't say hunt, but they start to fight themselves.
Yeah, I'm so used to taking these, but do you want to take it? I don't think so.
I don't mind if it's at my location because it's aloof. Actually, if it's okay, I will, because I have something I'd like to do. Although, let's see what... Maybe I'm going to regret this in a moment. When I draw arrived too late? Test agility 4. So this is obviously Rex circling around, like hearing some chanting coming. He circles around the back of one of the barns and sees perhaps a bunch of corpses. Test agility 4. For each point you fail by, you must either take a damage or deal a damage to your location. If you failed and took 0 damage... You may put this card in the victory display as power 1. Well, I'm probably going to fail, and probably I'm going to deal damage to my location, but let's see. I will commit a press pass for an agility icon, so I'll go 4 to 4. I have other things, but let's do that. Yeah, that's I was worried about that. So it's -3. So for each point you fail by, you must either take a damage or deal a damage to your location. So I will take 1, 2, and then I'll deal a damage to the location as well.
You failed by 4, didn't you?
By 3. I committed an icon. So I 4
right,
4.
Right.
Yeah, then I by 3. It's not great. Rex can see the cultists are already at work sacrificing those who are... Wait, hang on. Hang on. Siphon is bad. Hang on. Siphon, place a Doom, it loses aloof and gets +1 health, +1 horror. Right, and Siphon would trigger if I take damage. So I could deal 3 damage to this location. Or... I think I have... No, I still have a plan. I don't like that there's Doom, but I guess I'm going to do it anyway. I still have a plan, Crosshair.
I trust you do.
I hope so. Let's enact that plan then right away. Rex can see a robed figure drinking or slurping, perhaps from one of the corpses behind the barn. He recoils with horror as the figure turns around, stands, and begins to march towards him. He's going to try to smash through the window of a barn to take shelter there. This is breaking and entering. I am investigating my location. It does not provoke attacks of opportunity. I am investigating adding my agility, so I'm at 7 to 3. And I would like to succeed by at least 2. So let's add an inquiring mind. That's a lot, but let's do it. Okay, so 7, 10, -3 is 7. So A success. We successfully evade the cultist and get both clues,
Nice.
which is nice. And then I think I'll get an evidence on my Hawkeye folding camera. And then I think I'm going to see what this says. If there are no clues on ranch, attach the set-aside pit trap to this location. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe Rex, as he sort of smashes through the window of the barn, finds a group of survivors who are working on digging what appears to be a pit trap. I'm going to go find it and attach it to this location. I'm hoping maybe it'll kill the cultist. Pit trap! After a non-elite enemy enters or readies in the attached location, exhaust that enemy, disengage it from all investigators, and attach pit trap to it. When the attached enemy would ready, instead remove pit trap from the game. Okay, so it traps them in the pit for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So it will. This pit will trap the cultist in it. However, I think I want to get the F out of here. If you'll pardon the phrase. So, I could come to your location. Actually, yeah, because I have clues. Oops. And what else? This is connected to... The ranch was connected to the graveyard, right? I think. I don't really want to go there. So I'm going to move back to Wendy's location.
Hello.
Hello, and I'm going to hopefully... Yes?
We could spend clues.
Yes, if there are less than 4 tokens, spend 2 clues to rescue townfolk. Good idea. I'm going to do that. Oh, actually, sorry, if you'll allow me. Oh, balls, I don't have enough. Damn. I want an extra resource and an action to play a card, but I can't, so that's okay.
Right.
It is what it is. But yeah, if you're down, we can each spend a...
I'd rather keep my 1 clue because I can get 1 clue from this location then.
Great, yeah, that works for me.
Because you're probably moving along, I'm guessing.
I'm actually not sure if I am, because I want to play some more cards. Oh, well, no, actually, sorry. I'm not going to move along. Go ahead.
Then actually, next turn I won't be doing anything anyway, so we can both spend a clue for that.
Let's do that. So we're ringing the town bells and trying to get people inside. My last action, though, will be to strike a Faustian bargain. This is with the understanding that the cultists of Uvhash, the forces of Nicolae Dragonescu, are coming into town. Rex is taking a stand, one that is perhaps going to be dangerous to him. So 2 curses. I
need 1.
Well, take 3.
I can take 3, but I only need 1 because next turn I'm gonna use bank job.
Well, I mean, it works for me, but no, take 3 and then you can see if... I have a feeling we're going to continue to need resources over the scenario, so that's all I can say about that. Okay, so as they ring the town bell to try to get people back inside, we go to the enemy phase where there are no ready enemies.
No.
Oh, yes.
I'm
sorry, you
still
haven't
have
taken
a
a turn
turn
yet, have you? Go ahead. Wendy!
If you don't mind.
Well, I don't mind much, I guess.
Ooh. Actually, this might be really cool. Resource-wise, I'm gonna take the fence.
Mm-hmm. Fence being an asset that allows you to make an illicit card fast, and if it's already fast, then it becomes cheaper. You know, as a contact in town helps you get access to some illicit materials.
Do I want to do this? Because... Okay, fence would cost 3. and take an action to play.
Mm-hmm.
Bank shop needs an additional action to play.
Mm-hmm. So if you had 5 resources, you could play the fence and then play the bank job, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
not in that order at this moment.
Let's see if I have. Right. So I'm gonna play the bank job.
Mm-hmm.
Because that puts the bank job on top of the deck.
Sorry, it doesn't though. Wendy's amulet puts it on the bottom. I would have forgotten that personally. So that's
right.
Because then, yes, of course, yeah, you could play it forever, right? Which would be nice.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but
Yeah.
then I think it's better to play the fence out.
Okay.
Because then next turn I can play the bank job with one action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's one action. Oh, I wanted to do that. That Uvhash won't be ready next turn.
No, it's going to get caught in the trap. That's right.
Right. Resource management is a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, when you've got a lot of either expensive swords or criminal stuff to get, it's true.
Second action, I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And then third action, I think I'll just grab resource. Yeah. Let's grab one resource and that'll be it.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Because I'm gonna deal with the cultist next turn.
I see. Interesting. Can't wait. In the enemy phase, then there are no ready enemies. As Wendy heads back, well, I guess Rex kind of told Wendy where the cultists seemed to be coming from, and that took her out into the ever-maddening farmland.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. So Pit Trap says, after this cultist would ready, it exhausts, it is disengaged, and we attach Pit Trap to it. And so next turn when it would ready, we will remove Pit Trap from the game, if it survives that long.
Yeah, and if the enemy is dead, I think the Pit Trap stays here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. It's a good question, because it's
attached
to an
attached
enemy
to
now, right?
an element. Yeah.
But where does it... I mean, it's interesting, right? Because it's an asset, so where does it go?
Probably removed from the game.
Yeah, that sounds fair. So, after... Oh, sorry, I didn't actually upkeep. Did I? Whoop. I'm going to do that. Yep.
Oh, right. Upkeep is good.
Rex shivers as the cult begins to descend on the village. The nightmares from the dreamscape continue to plague him. I think I will probably end up staying here another turn because of astral nightmares, but I think I can still do stuff from here at least. So, Wendy's out, hoping to manage some of the oncoming attackers. We go to 2 Doom. However, oh, hang on. Before the agenda would advance. Well, the agenda won't advance, so we don't do this forced effect. Oh, okay. I thought it was every turn they use the Doom to blow shit up, but it's just when the agenda.
No.
Or if or before. I think that's the phrasing. Anyway, that's how I.
Yeah.
Okay.
When, if, maybe.
So we're at currently 3 out of 5 Doom, but 1 is on the cultist.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are drawing encounter cards as the night falls.
Disciple of Uvhash. Retaliate, spawn any location, empty fable. When an enemy is defeated at any location, place 1 doom on Disciple of Uvhash. While Disciple of Uvhash has doomlet, it gains +1 horror.
This is, of course, the cult army that's continuing to march in through the farmland towards the city, or towards the village, I should say.
The disciple is trying to help the cultist out of the pit.
Well, you know, the more the merrier, right? Oh, here we go. This is another cultist of Uvhash. A 2/1/2 aloof, spawns anywhere. So I will spawn it at my location, but aloof. Does not have doom on it because it has not siphoned. But hopefully it won't either. At least before I get out of here. So the cult has begun to infiltrate the town.
Kind of makes things trickier, or rather means that I have to spend more actions, but...
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, the scenario, it feels like there's going to be tons of enemies descending upon the town, so I imagine Wendy's feet are going to get a good workout.
Yeah.
With evasion, that is.
Let's try to evade the Disciple of Uvhash. I don't think you wanted to go first.
No, I'm good.
Two. Thanks, Rex.
You're welcome. Underworld Market. Sorry. Which is actually now important because any illicit cards can be made fast, so any of these could theory be played. I don't know what it is. Should have said.
I'm actually gonna take the embezzled treasure into hand.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, I'm going to... redraw the 1.
Okay.
But how do I put them back into the bag without...
If you put them back in, I'll take a curse out. Because we'll...
Yeah, I'm just
so
that
now
-2.
we'll pretend that it's been taken out of the bag.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw away... I'm going to throw away a card.
Yeah, don't forget, you won't be able to play many cards this game, I don't think. There's going to be a lot of enemies. I would say.
Cunning Distraction. I'll throw it away to redraw the...
Okay. The -1 that was after the curse. Okay.
That's good. That's
there you go.
better.
Very good, I would... Yeah. Excellent. Well evaded. Well evaded, Wendy.
There's a fast action and playing a paying a action. I'm gonna play bank job. There we go.
So,
and that goes.
But it costs 2, right? Sorry to.
Oh, right.
Right, like
right.
it's 6 net, I think is the. But yeah.
Yeah. Still.
Oh yeah, no, I think this is great.
Oh. All right, from play, not hand. I was just looking at the forced Wendy's amulet. But throwing away cards from hand doesn't trigger Wendy's
Correct,
amulet.
yeah, so that you do get a use out of them if they're in your discard pile. Or you can, I guess.
But this one goes to the bottom of the deck, so I know there's money coming.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can only steal so much from these poor farmers, right?
Right, the disciple will be back next turn. And if I defeat an enemy, it'll get a doom. Yeah. Let's play Waylay. So let's try to defeat the Disciple of Uvhash.
Lovely. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So that's a 4 against 2. Piece of blood. At least might be good here.
I like to think Wendy's just like, you know, tossing people back into the pit as they try to climb out, but also just like throwing people into other pits that she's dug or whatever. Funny.
So that's 3 extra, so that's 2 against 7 evade.
7 to waylay the disciple. Knock her out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Oh. Bye-bye.
Like, we'll take it, you know?
And Waylay goes to the bottom of the deck.
Which again,
well, I know at least I have.
Yeah, exactly. We will hopefully see it again at some point.
Yeah. That's that. Oh, I could. Yeah, I used fence already to play back jump. Yeah.
Meanwhile, I think Rex is trying to figure out how best to hide from the various cultists who are around, the various people who are trying to make their way into Valea to defeat, destroy, perhaps even feast upon the townsfolk. Astral Nightmares wants me to spend my turn here, or at least end my turn here, and I think I'm gonna let it, because I can do other things, I'm sure. In theory, that would be pretty good. So let's start by drawing a card. Okay. I will play Press Pass. Rex is, you know, really doing his best to sort of like harness his years as a reporter. He doesn't have any experience directing crowds or like taking charge or whatever, but he does have experience talking to people, even if they can't understand him, even if they can't understand his desperation. They can understand some kinds of instructions. My third action, I'm going to investigate this location here. I'm going to use Quick Study to put a clue down, which will give me an action from Press Pass. This puts me up to 7-3. Yeah. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted, which was both clues. Thank you very much. And a Hawkeye folding camera charge. So I still have an action left, which I kind of want to draw a card, but I'm a little concerned. Sorry, say again?
You can also use the clues to rescue a townsfolk.
Oh, let's do it. Oh, I'm actually gonna, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use them next turn, which will activate my Press Pass, because then I'll be spending clues.
Yep.
Just, I think in the grander scheme of things, Rex is trying to find the most people that he can sort of squirrel away. I'm gonna draw a card last action. Probably a bad idea. No, it's okay. Phew. Okay. Good. So, Wendy managed to waylay one of the smaller fry, perhaps one of the advanced guard, as it were. Rex trying to get people.
Basically, yeah, walking behind her as she was trying to help the cultist out of the pit and pushing her into the pit.
Oh my god.
Probably breaking her neck.
Exactly. Okay. There is a ready enemy who is aloof. At the end of the enemy phase, ready unengaged enemies attack its location. because they are attempting to burn down the village. I mean, I get it. This shouldn't trigger Siphon, in my opinion, because it's not damaging a person. They're not sucking blood, right? They're trying to, like, burn down the town or whatever.
Yeah, I think Siphon only attacks, like, people.
Damage, yeah, that makes sense to me. And then we can upkeep. I'm at the end of my turn, I discard that. Okay.
Oh, well, that's fitting.
Is it time? It's time, isn't it? Goodbye.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen.
Nice knowing you.
You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, better now than later, I guess.
Bye, Wendy.
Yeah,
that's the really tricky part, I think. The 2 direct horror.
Yeah. Because it's possible I might be out next.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully not, but yes, it's very true. Also during upkeep, the cultist attempts to ready, but can't. So we because they're still stuck in the pit trap, so we remove pit trap from the game. And
yeah, Wendy's just poking it back into the pit trap. Like.
Maybe we.
No.
Yeah, no. You're not getting out of there. So maybe we take the opportunity to kick some ass. Who knows? Mythos phase brings us to 3, but 4 out of 5 doom. Rex, ready to... he found a nice little underground, sort of, not a bomb shelter, but the nearby church has a large, low basement. Very few windows. Great for protecting people. Wendy, out at the farm, having defeated some of the attackers. But let's see what happens next. As we go to 4 out of 5 doom.
Yeah, I'm assuming another enemy.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
They blame you. If you have a copy of They Blame You, blah 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 blah, gain search. Otherwise, They Blame You into play in your threat area. You get -1 to skill checks for each horror on your location.
Gross.
When a horde or abomination enemy is defeated, discard They Blame You.
Joke's on you guys. We're not defeating any enemies today. I mean, hopefully,
yeah,
but, you know.
Wendy's pretty much like, yeah, fair.
Yeah, well, I bet they think I'm part of the family just because I'm wearing the crown and holding the goblet.
Yeah.
Oh, this is much more horrible. Traumatic fear. This is the astral... What was it called? Astral nightmares? The nightmares that Rex has been experiencing ever since his traumatic trip to the dream realm have upgraded once more as the spirits kind of coalesce here in the Valea. So it goes into play in my threat area. When you would move to a destroyed location, test willpower 4. If you fail, cancel the move, take 2 horror or 1 mental trauma. Interesting. And then discard traumatic fear. Investigators with the ancient keepsake in play may ignore this effect. Now, there's no destroyed locations at the moment, so his traumatic fear will have to wait. Okay.
Right then.
Well, right then indeed. An hour and a quarter. Should we take a short break?
I could have a think break, so see you soon.
Yes, see you soon, folks. We're going to be right back on Doomed. I'm curious to see how Wendy and Rex are going to be able to stop the hordes of people coming in. We'll see. See you back on Doomed in just a few minutes. More and more attractive, isn't it? Flower of August. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I don't disagree with Flower of August. The Resign ability on Valea Draganuli is looking pretty attractive. I think, you know, if I had to take a guess based on the story so far, it feels like we're going to get a few kind of cultists, a few people who are going to try to burn the village down, and then, given what we just saw on one of the treacheries in play, we're probably going to start getting bigger enemies, abominations, mobs, monsters. And, I don't know. I'm not sure if Wendy and Rex are necessarily prepared. But I suppose we'll see. I suppose we'll see how that goes. At any rate, yes, welcome back to Doomed. Wonderful to have you all with us. I am rejoined today by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Should have brought Mark. Should have brought anyone with a flamethrower flower. Yes, I agree. I love a good flamethrower. I don't think... Correct me if I'm wrong, Crosshair. I don't think we've seen flamethrower on Doomed yet.
Leo had it.
Did he? That's what I was trying to remember. He had the axe in the second campaign we had him in. But did he have... Yeah, did he have flamethrower in the first one?
In the jungle.
That's a good place for a flamethrower. Isn't it? Damn. Well, all right. Maybe I should. Hi, Aragwen. Welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined by the Crosshair.
Hello.
Yes, we did. Thank you for asking. We, for those not on the Discord, Liz and I had a little power outage last night just for a few hours, but our wood burning stove kept us nice and toasty, and everything was fine in the early evening. Then the power went out again for about 2 minutes, and we were concerned, but it was fine. Welcome back. We're here. We've got some treachery. Well, Rex's nightmares have become fears. Wendy, in trying to defeat the bloodied cultists, is being blamed by some of the nearby townsfolk for, I don't know. Well, I mean, she's wearing the crown of Castle Dragon, of the Dragonescues, so I don't think it's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Shall I start then?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you, yeah. I mean, I know you want to, do that and then go from there.
That might be really good.
Mm-hmm. I think it could be very good, yeah.
They don't ready during the upkeep.
Yeah, so you get sort of a double evade, as it were. Pretty nice.
Yeah. Let's take this, guys. I don't think Rift would be nice, but I'm not dying for resources yet.
No, hopefully you'll see it again when you need it.
I do need to deal with these cultists, preferably now.
Yeah, 2 health, 1 damage, and 1 horror. But I don't know what tricks you have up your sleeve, if any.
One trick I have is to dig into my backpack.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey!
And pull out the backpack.
Right, sure, the smaller pack within the larger pack. A classic.
Yeah. So let's look for something. Items or supplies. Yeah, that's
some people would call this a flavor loss. I would call it a flavor win. That's what I would say anyway. Alright, you have a look there.
It's not.
Okay.
Yes, I can take that out. Oh, no. No. No.
Hmm? No.
No.
What? No what?
No.
Oh, I see.
Not the stuff that I wanted, but I guess the stuff that I needed.
Well, that's how backpacks go, right? They're just full of stuff sometimes.
Yeah, there's one too many stuff, actually.
Oh, I see. I see how it is. It should be overly full.
I guess I'm putting...
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on the enemies for their siphon effect. That's what I'm trying to remember for myself as well, as I as Rex will go to hopefully rescue some more townsfolk.
Hard choices.
Yeah, I'm here. What's? I'm hearing some grumbling over there.
Yeah, let's put that one back. That one back into the deck.
Oh, I see. Okay, great. So you had four. You had four maybe items or supplies you were choosing between.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
Yeah, have to deal with this, but I have one fight.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the big issue, right? Is like, you know, because Wendy has always, I think, been intended to be like a small little urchin, but very quick on her feet, good with tricks.
Yeah, and I haven't pulled the other weapon I have, so.
Did you not get rid of that though?
Oh, right, I did. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I was like, does it still exist? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just have to try it. Like, there's 1+1 in the bag.
And the Elder Sign, which is an auto success. For
Yeah.
Wendy with Wendy's amulet. But like, I mean, I don't know. Is there what else? I mean,
Oh, right. It's -1 from the skill check.
Yeah. So in fact, really 0 to 2 currently. I don't know.
Yeah.
This guy's not aloof, but he isn't. You know, he isn't hunting or anything. Obviously, he'll try to blow up the ranch, but.
Yeah, I guess the ranch is gone then. Because
Salute.
I don't think I can do anything for that. What I can do, though...
Not my ranch dressing! No! Alright, Flower, your choice is now Thousand Island or Russian. Dressing, to be clear. Those are your choices. Choose wisely.
Might as well pull that one out. A bit of light reading. While I
am sure we will be failing some skill tests, so...
Oh, right, but... fence makes stuff fast.
Yes, which also means you can play it when you need it, because if it doesn't take an action, you can play it right before you use it, and it won't provoke attacks of opportunity and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
For you to know.
Because then I could stay here and deal with the cultist as well. A bit more.
Oh, by I see. Okay, by potentially maybe tricking it in some way. Perhaps.
I could try to hit the cultist because I might fail by 2 or more and heal 1 horror from myself.
I mean, and then worst case. Oh, no, I guess worst case.
I deal damage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well go for it. Let's try to throw some rocks at the guy in the pit.
0 to 2.
Yeah, 0 to 2.
Oh.
Oh no, I failed. I guess I'll use a secret from Grim Spiritel to heal 1 horror.
Good. Right, we'll take that for sure.
Aiming the system.
Look, if you've got it, flaunt it, right? Like, I think she's been carrying these, either the book or the knowledge of the book around this whole time. How can Wendy use her her history with folk tales in some way?
Yeah, she's basically sitting on the porch throwing pebbles into the pit while telling the cultists some bedtime stories.
Exactly. Meanwhile, as mentioned, Rex found the basement of a church, which is quite safe. He feels that can be barricaded well. I'm going to spend 2 clues to rescue some townsfolk, which puts a resource on the scenario reference card.
Also, I'll play out Embezzled Treasure because it costs nothing.
Yeah, and it's fast and
using the fence. Yeah,
love that. Great. It's out. You have it. I think now, though, I will venture out of here and try to find some more people to rescue, perhaps, and hope that we don't get too blown up. I think so. The clover I said was maybe the field. I feel like the blue triangle.
It's probably the sanctuary or the monastery.
Yeah, that little T shape looks like a crossroads, and that would make sense if it was the village center, right? That would make sense to me.
Yeah. And the red square. The red square
could be the
might be the village square.
Damn. Okay. Crosshair, pick a number between 1 and 6 for me.
3.
Great. All right. I'm choosing the dark blue purple T shape, and I'm gonna move there with my first action. Let's see what it is. Well, it was not correct. It is the inn.
How boring.
I was not correct, but that's okay. So by warning the townsfolk, Rex has run up to, of course, the inn where that lovely innkeeper was that he was unable to speak with way back in the day. It seems like a long time ago now. The inn has, thank you very much, 4 health again. And there's a free trigger here. If there are no clues on inn, choose 1. Group limit once per game. Put any 2 set-aside towns into play, even if they're not adjacent to a location in play right now. So that's 2 free locations fast. Seems good. Or 2 damage and 2 horror from any town location in play. Which we don't need yet, but might be good later.
2 free locations is also good.
That's what I'm thinking is like that's a whole bunch of new things. Eric, when the previous music was too quiet, so I wanted to get some louder, creepy music in here. All right, that was my first action. Rex, come on, buddy. You need to find some clues. You need to get some townsfolk safe. Let's investigate. 5 to 2. Oh, Rex, baby! That's 2 clues. It's evidence on Hawkeye folding camera. I have the clues for more townsfolk. Do you feel good about me just doing this?
If you want.
I think so. I feel like Rex's story currently, like, there might be some way to defeat the people who are coming in, but currently I don't know what those are. So put any 2 set-aside town locations into play, even if they're not adjacent to a location in play right now.
Yeah, we know that the graveyard is next to the ranch. I can pretty much.
Yeah, if I put locations into play, then they're empty, which means that a lot of these enemies seem to spawn at empty locations. But I feel like that's okay. I'm gonna go get the monastery and the graveyard. Does that make sense? That'll kind of create this little square over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fast. I'm gonna get the monastery and the cemetery. Let's have a look at these locations. The monastery is a, thank you very much, 4 shroud, 4 clue, 4 health location. There's an action here. Aha! Investigators at monastery spend 6 clues as a group. If someone controls Gabriel Kojikaru from the previous scenario, but we don't, you can spend fewer clues. Put the set-aside Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame into play, move to it, read Interlude 3. This location gains the following connection. So it will be connected to the Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame, which sounds pretty boss. We need 6 clues.
Yeah.
And I will read as well. Cemetery is also a 4 shroud, 2 clue location with 4 health. Oh, yes, thank you, Aragwen, no problem. I have a big, long playlist of music for Doomed, but half of the music is quite loud and half of it is quite quiet, so my apologies. Thank you for letting me know. There we go. It should be okay. Maybe a little quieter. The cemetery also has a forced effect. When it's destroyed, all the clues go to its destroy side instead of being discarded. So you can still dig through corpses and stuff, I guess. Okay, so I don't need to get the clues there yet. Well, I have 2 actions left. I'm gonna go to the
monastery seems.
Yeah. I'm thinking, Crosshair is my thought. If I can get all the clues off the monastery and the cemetery, then we'll have 6, and we can look at the Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame, whatever that does.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. Actually, no, sorry. I just need the clues off the monastery because I have 2 right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we will be advancing, I think.
I think so as well. Yeah. Okay. So that was me. So Rex rushes to the inn. Rather than try to rescue more townsfolk, he takes the hint that there is something. The inn's keeper is like pointing furiously up towards the monastery, and trying to say things like, like safety, like, and maybe like flame or something. He doesn't quite understand, but it sounds like there's something up there that might be of value. Okay.
Also, if you want to do it, when you move to Valea, you could save a townsfolk.
I could. I'm wondering if it's... So, I know I'm feeling... and it's a bit greedy. If I have these clues, then that's less clues I need for the monastery. And I'm just like... I want to rescue the townsfolk too, but I just have a feeling this sounds important. The Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame sounds important to me. So I'm...
And we're in a good spot for it, because there's not many enemies currently, so...
Well, we'll see how that goes, yeah. So, enemy phase. A ready enemy... What does it say here? At the end of the enemy phase, ready unengaged enemies attack its location. So, the Valea takes another horror and another damage, as the cultists of Uvhash continue to move through, looking for those townsfolk that were already hidden away by Rex. And then it's upkeep, which means we can ready all of our cards, draw a card, gain a resource, and the cultist of Uvhash here will, I believe, ready and engage you. Yeah. Okay.
I was looking at my discard pile. All 2 cards of them.
All 2 cards of my discard. But yeah, well, I mean, god damn, abandoned and alone. So absolutely furious at you, apparently. Ooh, I actually don't know if we will be advancing, Crosshair, because I'm going to go to 4 Doom, and then remove all Doom from non-agenda cards in play.
Ooh, that's 1.
Deal 1 damage and 1 horror to a town location for each Doom removed this way. So I guess we can choose where it takes a damage and a horror. Maybe the cemetery?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, why not? We don't know what this means. This is the cultists continue to sort of pillage the surrounding. Rex and Wendy have no idea how the rest of the village is faring, but something is happening, at least.
And cultist of Uvhash is aloof again, so...
Yeah, how does that work if he's already engaged with you? I feel like... Did we talk about this the other day? I can't remember now. That seems right. Let's go with that. I don't know. Because he upkeep engages with you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flower.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. I figured you might be trying to evade it anyway, so... Although, it only has 1 health now, because it no longer has Doom on it. Haha!
True.
Come on, Wendy. Alright, in the meantime... Oh, sorry, we've gone to 4 out of 5 Doom. The cultists continue to try to smash up the cemetery, etc. And we draw encounter cards. Nope.
Yeah, just do it. Search
Okay. Ooh.
into an Oathbreaker Thrall. A town location empty fable. Patrol nearest town location. When Oathbreaker Troll spawns, it attacks its location. While there is a copy of the Red Mist at Oathbreaker Troll's location, it gets +1 horror. Only empty locations are the inn and the cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's I guess the idea is that it's going to try to destroy its location, and then presumably destroyed locations are no longer towns, so then he'll move on somewhere else. I think.
Yeah. So, do we want it at the cemetery or the inn?
I think maybe the cemetery's already a bit hurt, but destroying the cemetery doesn't do anything other than, well, it moves its clues. So.
Yeah. So that'll go to you.
Okay. Ouch. Brutal. Okay.
Yeah.
These are of course the Oathbreakers. They seem really bent on getting into the cemetery for some reason. And I'm gonna draw Heretic of Uvhash, which is interesting. Not an enemy. It's a blood power. Revelation. Take a horror. Put it into play in your threat area. I will take a horror. I'll put it on Dr. Malison. When an enemy spawns at any other location, it spawns at your location instead. If able, put a resource from the token pool on Heretic of Uvhash. At the start of your turn, if there are any resources on it, discard it. Okay, so as of now, when an enemy spawns anywhere else, it will spawn at the monastery. So they have decided to target Rex because he's moving in on one of the secrets that will maybe help defeat them. I don't know. But that's okay, I think. I think so, anyway. Right then, indeed. My plan is to investigate a bunch, Crosshair. So, I don't know. You know, if you want, I can do that and see where we go to. Or if you have a thought about your turn, because I know you have cultists to battle as well.
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. Rex has rushed up to the steps of the monastery. The place that I'm not even sure if he even went there while he was trying to... I know Wendy did, because she sort of spoke to some monks and had a drink and fell asleep on the monastery steps. Meanwhile, Rex has been told by the innkeeper that this place is important. It's of value. There's maybe safety here, something like that. I'm going to take my notes out. The hope is that he doesn't speak the language, but he's hoping that all of his notes can communicate to the monks that he is on their side, that he is not, in fact, just one of the people who's trying to destroy the whole town. Let's investigate. I'll use quick study, which puts a clue down, which is a little annoying, but it also puts evidence on research notes. So I'm investigating at 8 to 4. Why don't I commit this analysis to go 9 to 4? -3, but still a success by 2 even, which is good. Rex is able to sort of persuade the monks at least to let him in. You know, he jabs his finger at his research notes and is just kind of like, guys, you know, I realize you don't know who I am. I realize you don't understand what I'm trying to do here, but at least, please, if there's anything you know about this Cult of Uvhash, these oath breakers, please tell me what I can do. And then Crosshair, I still have 2 actions, and I'm just going to try to get clues. You know, 5 to 4. Not great. Really not great. Would +1 do a lot? Yeah, I guess, eh? Yeah, I'll commit an analysis to go 6 to 4. That's a -3, so I will put a clue down to redraw this token. I'm just kind of charging up my research notes because I feel like that'll help in some way. So I'm redrawing the token. 0. X is the number of destroyed locations in play, so I get the clue back. It's not very exciting, but it is something. And then that was the third action. So fourth, with my press pass, I will use research notes. Be better to get one more. No, it's fine. Let's do it. I'm going to use research notes here. Je m'appelle Rex. Je veux dire le bras. Je m'appelle Rex. They speak French in Romania, right? I'm going to use my research notes here. I'm testing 5 to 0. Okay, dokie. Rex Murphy. All right. The notes are of no... The monks recoil when they see some of the symbols he scribbled there. Clearly, they think that perhaps he is an oathbreaker. Okay, well, that didn't work out, but there we go. That's my turn. We're just a few clues away from hopefully unlocking the monastery. Maybe. All right, Wendy.
Well,
what do we got?
that'll solve the resource issue. That might solve the horror issue.
Correct, Flower. Yeah. But I committed it to the previous test, not this one. So, oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Well, you do also have fairy tale, right? Which is something, anyway.
Yeah, and this will come back in 2 turns anyway.
I'm pretty much getting there, yeah. So.
Evade.
Yep. Yeah, if you evade, then it can't explode the town, so that's no bad thing.
Yeah. 42 evade. Go.
Lovely.
Go.
Evaded. Oh,
you just stay in your...
Yeah, sorry, -1 to skill checks, but it was a pass, so that's okay. I forgot about that too.
Just pushing the cultist back into the remnants of the pit, like you.
Crunch.
No, you stay there.
My arm.
Second action, let's play burglary.
Okay.
As a... Oh, no,
Fast,
that was
baby.
a pattern.
Fast
action.
I'm sad that there are no, like, lower shroud locations. I guess the inn, but that's quite far.
Yeah. I could still try.
Mm-hmm. You'd be at 2 because of the they blame you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could continue on.
Mm-hmm. And try to stop the enemies from destroying too much more of the town. That's true.
Yeah, I don't like my chances currently on that, so... I do need cash. Oh, that's a thing.
Well, yeah, that's... I maybe should have given you more back in the day.
No, it's all good.
Mm-hmm. You could also, I mean, potentially run to the inn and have a slight... There's no horror on it, so you'd have a slightly better chance of making money there.
Oh.
But I realize that's a whole turn to get there, but you know, it's a thing.
2 actions would also mean 2 resources if I just took resources.
Yes, it's true. Actually, you could just take. It's true. You could just take $2. Yeah.
Ooh, Hmm. No. No, that doesn't work either.
Okay.
Feels kind of like a useless moment currently, but
Well, I mean, you know, we can talk a bit about what we think the plan is to try to stop the cultists from destroying too much town, and then beyond that, I don't know, save people, maybe the clues at
yeah,
the monastery.
the town is screwed anyway, so
Yeah. I guess
we have to save as many people as possible.
Right.
So
I guess I'm just, you know, if you're thinking of past, like, I guess my question is, if the time, like, what would you like? You don't have the sword, you don't have a copy of Waylay because it's in the bottom of your deck. I guess the question is, like, if you need money, take money, but if you have, like, what would you rather have right now if you had anything in the world?
No, I just need resources to get a bit ahead. So
Yeah, so it's,
I'm gonna
right, because you, yeah.
Let's throw resourceful into this burglary.
Okay. 3 to 3.
Yeah, that's a 3 to 3, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try to redraw that by throwing away the moon.
That is a 0.
Oh.
So, congratulations, Wendy. She did it. And all it cost her was that message from her inner self.
Because that means... Oh, right, I used the fence already, so I shouldn't do anything this turn. So, Bye. I'm just gonna go to the town square.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Wendy's
because now my idea is to just look around town and get clues.
Yeah, see if there's anything that she can do that would help. Rescue
basically, try to save people. That's about it.
Makes sense to me. Rex hasn't, obviously, like, they went in separate directions, but he's up at the monastery trying desperately to get the monks to understand that he can help, maybe. Wendy has prevented the ranch from being burned down, as of yet, by pushing people back into pits over and over. In the enemy phase, hunters would hunt or patrollers would patrol, but everyone seems good where they are. So at the end of the enemy phase, yeah, exactly. And the Oathbreaker Thrall also attacks the town. It does just 1 damage.
Oh no. The town state went down, not up.
Yeah, because horror is going up, I don't know if we want to change the damage to do the same. We've already kind of made it, I know.
No.
It's all right. No. It's all right. So,
fine.
and then the cultist, cultist readies as well.
Yeah.
In upkeep.
Okay.
The eye of the god, the blood god Uvhash, is upon Rex and Wendy and the village in general. As we go to... Oh, this time, for realsies, though, 5 out of 5 Doom.
Huh.
This time we got to do it, so I will go ahead and advance the culling. Fight or flee. Oathbreaker's attack continues, and they overwhelm the people of Valea, blood spilled and consumed in a horrific display of bloodlust. Oh my god. Familiar red mist begins to creep over the city. It's too late to warn and prepare. Now you must fight or flee. Yikes. Choose a town location and play. Deal damage to that location equal to its health, and turn it to the destroyed side. Set aside the red mist treachery, attach it to that location, shuffle the rest of the red mist encounter set into the encounter deck, blah blah blah. and then there's more after that, but we will do this first. So the red mist has crept in, and we get to choose a town, and then we have to destroy it. So the question is where, I suppose.
Yeah, basically, if we dealt 2 damage to the farm, it wouldn't be destroyed, but the card also says destroy it, so...
Yeah, it's, what does it say? It says, yeah, deal damage equal to its health and turn it to the destroyed side.
Right.
I think. So the cemetery is almost dead, but then the Oathbreaker Thrall will start going elsewhere. The Valea is probably not good to destroy, although I suppose at this point it's getting close anyway.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna evade it, because I'm hoping the resign option doesn't leave.
That's my question too, yeah. I don't want to choose the monastery. I'd rather not choose the inn, because although it is far away, and we've used the ability on it. So
I guess the ranch is gone.
Alright, bye Mr. Ranch.
We lost the ranch.
Keeps its horror as it's destroyed. So we should read here. The destroyed side of the ranch. When you end your turn at ranch, take a damage for a horror. I'm searching for the red mist. And I am attaching it. I'm gonna do that. And then it says, shuffle the rest into the encounter deck along with the encounter discard pile. Done. Let's have a look at the red mist. It says surge, but that's if you draw it from the encounter deck. Attach it to the location with the most damage on it without a copy of the red mist. It was here. And then it says deal horror. Anyway, we're not doing the revelation effect, but the red mist is the creeping insanity that is poisoning the village. Forced. When you end your turn at this location, reveal a token from the chaos bag. If a tablet, elder thing, or tentacle is revealed, you must either defeat an ally you control, or take a set-aside consumption of Uvhash weakness, put it into play in your threat area. If someone has the Crimson Veil in play, they can ignore this effect. Which means I gotta find that Crimson Veil. Let me tell you.
Yeah, or the Ancient Keepsake, because that'll fix the traumatic thing.
Put any remaining set-aside town locations into play with 2 damage and 2 horror on each of them.
I
will do so.
Well.
Do you mind, starting the 2 damage, 2 horror? Or I guess, hang on, I suppose they all have the same amount of health. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna copy them.
Oh, good idea. And I will.
2 horror and 2 health, because I guess they all have the +2 per. Oh, you did like that.
I did the damage already, yeah. Okay, so this is what's been happening in town, is that the cultists have already been in town sort of smashing and looting and burning. Let's have a look at the various locations here. The town square has clues, 3 shroud. It says if there's no clues, attach barricades to this location to barricade things off. The butcher shop, again, if there's no clues, attach the set-aside improvised meat hook trap. Yikes. Courthouse says, select a destroyed location and put clues on that location. Interesting. And the market, if there are no clues on market, attach the set-aside improvised explosive. Woo! To this location. That's pretty exciting.
Oh.
So, getting the clues off locations means that we're able to then sort of try to trap enemies and so on and so forth. Let me continue with the agenda. Check the campaign log if you confided in a Strigoi or with a Strigoi. We do something, but I believe we confided in an Oathbreaker, so we don't do that.
Yeah.
Agenda 3A, the Red Mist. The carnage is attracting otherworldly horrors, and a red mist begins to settle over the village. You recall the stories you've heard about the terrible sickness that once took hold here, and hope you can find a way to push back the mist. At the end of the enemy phase, ready unengaged enemies attack its location, 5 doom. Oh, and now we have to draw encounter cards. Because, yes, we've advanced to the agenda.
Oh.
Wendy finds herself at the burning Valea town, but not burnt yet. The mist creeps in over the ranch. And?
Arrive too late. There's the silly 4. For each point you fail by, you must either take 1 damage or deal 1 damage to your location. Cool. 4 on 4.
Mm-hmm.
Taking 1 damage would siphon these puppies.
Yes, specifically, yeah, the cultists would all get a doom, yeah. Not great.
But it also would charge the Chalice of Blood.
Correct.
But yeah. 4 on 4. Well, it's gonna happen anyway. I think I'm gonna redraw. Let's throw Improvised Shield away. Might as well, because it's better in the discard.
With it, otherwise, yeah.
Well, 2 damage is still...
That's less damage. So.
Yeah. I either take 2 damage... Well, I'm gonna take damage anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because you're
yeah.
right. There's only 1 that can be assigned to the village.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take 2 damage then.
Ouch. But fair. So.
Let's put a...
the Chalice.
Chalice charge. Cultist of Uvhash gets a doom. The other cultist gets a doom.
Yikes. The siphon flows, I suppose you could say. Wendy, I guess, hasn't arrived too late, but arrives just in time to see the cultists turn towards her, ready to destroy.
Right, well, that kind of changes my plan.
as it often does. Meanwhile,
I failed, so I'm gonna use Grim.
Yay! To heal a horror, of course.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, perhaps Rex? Yeah. The Heretic of Uvhash spawns at my location instead, if able. Yeah, it's able. This is a town? Yeah. So I'll put a resource on the Heretic. Yeah. So the Oathbreaker spawns here. It's not aloof. So the Oathbreaker Thrall, like a man heavily armored, covered in blood, starts marching up towards the front door of the monastery, ready to drag Rex to his doom. When it spawns, it attacks its location. Alright, well, that's that then. Okay. Yikes. That also changes my turn a little bit, but, that's life, I guess.
Yep. Plans are meant to be changed, like they say, like, make a plan, execute a plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, and throw away the plan.
Exactly.
Should I, or...
if you know what you're doing. I guess I also
actually
kind of have a sense of what I'm doing, so.
Yeah, and we need to get to that burning place anyway, so.
We hope so. Yeah, so I'm going to... At the start of my turn, there's a resource on the Heretic of Uvhash, the Treachery, so I will discard it. So it prevents things from spawning at your location forever. Rex can see the monks cowering in fear as the Oathbreaker Thrall steps up, clank, 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 towards the front of the monastery. Let's just deal with this guy. I'm hoping to get this back, and I think I know I can. I'm going to spend 2 resources and play I've Got a Plan. Which allows me to fight at 7-3. I think I want to try to just kick this guy's butt. Let's build a trap, gang! Graspy Loot, hello, welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Oh, God. Okay. Rex has to... I think, thinking quickly on his feet, he can, the monastery, much like castles of old, are equipped with, I don't remember what those are called, crenellations, that you can shoot arrows through, but you can't get arrows kind of shot back at you. He takes aim with an old hunting rifle. Let's see if he can ping this guy. So I'm at 7-3. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Perfect. Okay. So, which destroys the Oathbreaker Thrall. Perfect.
2 damage. Cool.
I'm gonna hope to get that back so that I can do more damage with it, Crosshair. Although I do have a way of doing that, thankfully.
Yeah, I wish survivor cards could go digging into other people's graveyards.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, swimmingly, I'd say, Graspy the Cult of Uvhash, the blood cult that has been terrorizing Arkham and this village, has descended upon the village and is starting to, I don't know, what do I want to say? They're starting to kill townsfolk and drink their blood, and revel in the sort of bloodlust. Yeah.
Basically,
good.
As Wendy would put it, the whole town is on fire, the sky is filled with screams of agony and smoke, and there's rivers of blood. It's just a wonderful evening.
A lovely thing, isn't it? With the thrall? Yeah, with this current thrall lying dead at the bottom of the steps to the monastery, I'm going to place a clue down and investigate. Rex is hoping that he can convince the monks now that he's, done his due diligence. This takes me up to 8-4. Sorry, and I have to put a resource on research notes. Okay, succeed by 0. Get a clue. Get the clue back. Third action out of 4, I'm going to use research notes. 5-0. I would really like to get all of these clues, and then we can kind of just get the heck out of here. 5-0. Come on, Rexy buddy. Succeed by 3. Spend 3 evidence. Discover 3 clues. I still have an action left. I think, Crosshair, we will see how this ends up looking.
I'm just wondering, did I upkeep?
Your things are ready. I don't know what your...
Yeah. When did I take the Chalice of Blood damage?
It was in the mythos phase. You took a treachery that dealt you a damage, so you...
Oh, right.
You siphoned.
Yeah.
Okay. However, no, I still have my reaction. I still have an action left, but... Oh, well, the action is to spend the 6 clues, so I will be out of actions. But I'm going to do this, Crosshair, if that's... So this might still continue to affect your turn. We will see. Spend my last action to spend 6 clues. Put the set-aside Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame location into play and move to it. I think the monks kind of are like, they look at each other and they're just like, well, there isn't much more we can do, and they invite Rex. It says move to it? Move to it. Okay. Read Interlude 3, Desperate Choices. And then we'll figure out what the hell's going on there. Alright, I'm reading Interlude 3. You are permitted entry into the Sanctuary of the Order of the Sacred Flame. The attendants hurry to and fro as though preparing for some holy service. Come on, guys, this would be the time for something good. You wonder why that could possibly be important at a time like this. An old man in ornate robes approaches you. His attendants explain, "This is Johann Reinhardt, High Cleric of our order. He wishes me to tell you, the worst of fears have been realized. The oath has been broken. The blood magi have fallen completely into the thrall of darkness, and we believe there is no longer any alternative." He looks down and then looks to Johann for support before regaining his composure. "If we do not contain and destroy this plague on mankind here, tonight, the outcome for the rest of humanity is unimaginable. We have begun preparation for the ritual, the purifying conflagration." Hell yeah. His face is ashen as he says the words. We must cleanse this place with purifying flame, but that does not mean we should throw lives away carelessly. While we prepare, we implore you to rescue as many as possible, as many as will listen. Get the townsfolk away from the village before the fires consume it. There is another thing. The ritual cannot be cast without purpose, and thus it requires a particular component. We believe you will be able to obtain it. Okay. When the abominations of Uvhash arrive, and arrive they will, you must slay one and harvest its blood. Cool. With the ritual underway and with the foul demon's blood, the conflagration can begin. The old cleric speaks with his attendant, who frowns and turns to speak to you again. He says there will come a choice. We have but one chance with the purifying conflagration, but it may be cast without bounds, in which case it will consume all of Valea, but will defeat the monstrous hordes as well. Or if you are certain, it can be focused into one area, but if anything survives, we won't have another chance. Return to scenario 6. Okay.
Alrighty.
So it sounds like we're looking for some abomination blood to carry out the purifying flame. I'm gonna read this here. The Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame has 5 shroud, 2 clues. There's a warning. If this location is destroyed, the game will end. If there are no clues on Sanctuary of the Sacred Flame, or you control Armor of the Sacred Flame, put the set-aside Shield of Faith story asset into your play area, put the set-aside Johann Reinhardt into play at this location. If Johann Reinhardt is at this location and there are 4 resources on the scenario reference card, take control of Johann Reinhardt. Okay. Okay.
I believe the Johann Reinhardt will... Or you control the armor. So yeah, get the clues.
He
and
appears as you speak to him, and then we have to get rescue a few more townspeople so that we can take control of him. Okay.
Working on it.
Yeah. Well, so will I suppose. Oh god, I wish I had more movement.
You basically clear that location, and I'll try to get 4 clues to get 2 more townsfolk saved.
Good luck. I will probably come and assist, but not just yet because so Flower, yeah, that it does say that, but then on Monastery it says this location gains the following connection for the remainder of the scenario. So in fact, I am going to put this is a 2-way connection. You can get there and back, which is good because otherwise that would be awful. Okay.
Right then.
Yes, so Rex has apparently stumbled on, not a solution, but at least he knows now what the Order of the Sacred Flame is planning. Wendy, back in the middle of the village, has a different thought, I suppose.
We don't care about the farm anymore. Or the ranch.
No.
And the cultist will stay there, gather doom if it wants, but...
Yeah. The doom will still explode, and it will deal damage and horror to towns. But because we can no longer place damage on the ranch. But I think it is what it is, you know.
And the Oathbreakers will not come to the sanctuary, so that's good.
Okay, I just need to get those things going. Okay.
Right. So I'm thinking I have 2 things I need to play. That cost 6 resources. I have 5. I can play 1 this turn. Delay the inevitable, if you will. Yeah, let's do that. So
2 cards to play.
With the fence, let's disguise ourselves.
Yay! Disguise!
I
love that.
Basically, with the crown, it's a easy disguise.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly. They all think you're on the Dragonesque side.
The problem here is that it's -3 to evade.
Yes, there is 3 horror on this location.
So it would be 1 to 2 at a basic evade.
Right. 3 to 2 with the disguise.
Yeah. So I have to basically use the disguise. Because I can't play cards yet, because then I would take an attack of opportunity, which would put doom on 2 of these guys.
Less good for sure.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, because 1 damage isn't that bad.
No, but I hear where you're coming from. It's not ideal either, that's for sure.
Yeah, because I could do something. Oh, it's a talent anyway. Never mind.
Okay. Nope. No,
So-
none of that for you. No, whoops, sorry.
Oh, and the disguise doesn't exhaust.
Hmm. That's good. Much like a regular
yeah.
disguise.
Let's try to evade then. It's a 3 against 2. I guess that's it, because I don't really have anything here. Yeah, 3 against 2. I've had worse odds.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yep, this is good because if you, there might be use in some of this stuff.
I don't need lockpicks, but I'll take that. Might be. I could throw it into the test, basically.
I mean, I would say you do need lockpicks at some point for because you were talking about.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Push.
Sorry, I don't know your deck off by heart, but three investigation is not enough to get. Oh, I do know what you have. Yes, you have another thing. That's right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
That's right. It's another thing.
But yeah, I'll take that to basically use it on this evasion attempt.
Mm-hmm. Which is important to try to get out of there and succeed and disguise and all that. Yeah.
And it goes to D, but
no, you're discarding it from play. Yeah. Which is actually pretty cool because, well, I won't say any more than that, but pretty cool that it's in your discard pile.
Yeah. It is. So 4 against 2 evade. That's that then.
Oh well.
Well, thank you, Underworld Market.
Thank you. We'll definitely take that.
So,
Whee!
That's a double evaded enemy, basically.
Right, an upside down cultist. The disguise, of course, is very effective.
Yeah, like I have the crown. Am I not? If I prick them, do they not bleed?
That's the code phrase we use.
I didn't succeed by any.
No, you succeeded by. You did succeed by 0.
Yeah.
Which.
So.
Yeah.
I have 2 actions left. I could move to the town square to try and get clues, because this place has... Oh, but they blame you will be there as well.
Yeah, we need to defeat a horde or abomination enemy, which doesn't sound too easy, so I'm concerned about that, but we'll see.
Yeah. Again, I might need resources, but the best place to do that would be the inn, because it has no horror, by the way.
And only 2 shroud. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go to the inn for a moment.
just robbing them blind. It's perfect.
Yeah. And I guess I'll just use burglary then.
Okay.
To investigate 3 against 2. Yeah. 3 against 2. It's still not great, but
if this is the
Better
plan, this
than-
is your best option for that plan. So, yeah, I would agree with that.
Actually, let's make it 4 against. Oh no, that's an event. Actually, I can throw any of these away if I want to keep. I'll take that. But then again, will I'll take that come into play?
It's a good question. It's, yeah, successfully
Actually-
investigate or evade a humanoid enemy.
Yeah, because. Yeah, actually, let's. Oh yeah, if I succeed by. This is or 3 against 2. If I succeed by 2, then I could play something costing 3.
Yep.
With the I'll take that.
Correct, yeah.
But if I throw something into this, then it'll replace I'll take.
You know, if it's an event, of course. Yeah, which I'm imagining that's what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fa.
I mean, you know, without a big intellect boost or anything, I think we're hoping for luck anyway, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw Churirik into this, so that's 4 against 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
4 against 2. Okay. Well, let's try that again with Scrunch. Skulls are -1, I believe.
Aha! Yes, of course. If you have 5 or more power. That's right.
Yeah. So that's 3 resources. Thank you.
Unbelievable. I mean, maybe
Oh.
so, Flower, but it seems to be working. Lol. Lol. Okay.
It seems to work for Wendy at least, so.
Hey, we'll take it. Okay. Well, so Wendy has managed to find what she's looking for in the inn, or at least the ability to get what she needs out of it.
Oh, right, I didn't play any of these. I just threw them away.
You can play, you can and have to, yeah, exactly. I wish we could manipulate some luck, Flower, that'd be great. In the enemy phase, there are no patrollers or hunters as of now, but then at the end of the enemy phase, the Oathbreaker Thrall will attack his location, which destroys the cemetery. No!
Oh no.
Or nor. Too bad. So sad. Which isn't
And
great,
in
actually.
the
But,
upkeep, the Cultist of Uvhash tries to get up, but
yeah.
just doesn't manage it.
The disguise was too good, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. But
She told me to sit here, so I'll sit here.
she told me to hold off on the attack, yeah. We can go to upkeep. Where are we? Gain, draw cards, gain resources. Rex is going to attempt at some point to, I guess, have the Order of the Sacred Flame carry out their purifying conflagration or whatever. Wendy is going to attempt to assist with that in her own way as well by helping people escape.
Oh, yeah.
We go to 1 out of 5 doom, but I mean 3 because of the doom on the cultists, but we know what that's going to do. We go to 1 out of 5 doom.
Right. Let's see if the tavern gets some friends. Red Mist. Urge. Attach the Red Mist to the location with the most damage on it without a copy of the Red Mist. Attach the 2 horror to that location.
Interesting.
I guess
yeah,
that's...
Red Mist can't attack destroyed locations.
Yeah, it's the Valia Dragonliden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
2 horror to it, right?
Oh, right.
Why are there clues here? Sorry, where did the clues come from? Did I put them there? Did I put those down?
I don't think it had any clue.
Yeah, I don't know where those came from. So weird. I'm just gonna take them off here.
Yeah. Might be that it got flipped around or something.
Yeah, maybe. That's true. Okay. The red mist has surge as well, which is great. So the red mist has permeated into the village now.
Oathbreaker Brigade. A town location empty if able. Patrol nearest town location. When it spawns, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a troll enemy and spawn it at a neighboring location. Shuffle the encounter deck.
Alright. An empty town location.
Yeah. But the troll enemy will spawn at the neighboring location, so if we put this guy at the monastery...
Yeah?
Then the troll will spawn at the cemetery.
Yeah. The Oathbreaker thralls are patrolling to towns, so they are potentially... I think there might be a big bottleneck here at the monastery shortly anyway. Yikes.
Or we put it at the courthouse and then the butcher shop or market gets one as well.
Good question. I feel like that sort of side of the map is I mean, it's not going to be safe. I'm not going to say safe, but it's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. Or Wendy's gonna go to town square anyway, so she might be able to evade the Oathbreakers.
Okay.
Is the troll the only troll that there is?
I'm sure there's another one in the deck. Yeah. Well, there's one in the discard pile. I'll search the encounter deck.
Yeah. Let's just put Oathbreaker Brigade at the courthouse because we won't be getting to the courthouse anyway. So.
And then there's this guy.
Oh, yeah, they're all trolls.
Yeah.
No other troll enemies then?
Not that I saw.
Yeah. So that spawns, I guess, butcher shop?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Or...
Yeah, exactly. If it goes on the town square and you plan on evading it, then it will hopefully not destroy the town square right away. Might be good.
Yeah. That might be good.
These are, of course, the brigades of soldiers setting fire to the village, trying to destroy the Valea. And Rex sees all this from inside the monastery, spreading bloodshed. I wish, Roger Twy, that would be a lot more pleasant. Also, hi, welcome to Doomed. Wonderful to have you with us. I am joined today by the Crosshair.
Hello. Okay. It's a Hellmark Christmas scenario.
Hellmark. Very good. Okay. Take 1 damage. Okay.
Oh.
Well, that's 1 damage. That's, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Siphon. Can you toss some Doom on there and I'll keep reading? If there are no locations, destroyed locations in play, otherwise, each location adjacent to one or more destroyed locations takes a damage. Investigators at a location taking damage from spreading bloodshed may take 2 damage or remove a blood from an asset they control to cancel the damage dealt to that location. Well, so what they're saying is each location adjacent to destroyed locations has to take a damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be the monastery and the Valea. And I don't really think there's much to be done about that.
No, because it's would have to be there.
Yeah, I presume we're still going to be able to rescue people, because if we can't, then I guess that's a very... Let's find out. The destroyed red misted Valea. Okay, it does have... It's now an action instead of a free trigger. To rescue townsfolk, you also have to take a damage or a horror. Great. the red mist continues to spread, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Which brings us back around to the investigation phase. I want to check in with you about timing, Crosshair. We've now made it back up to the top of an investigation phase with many enemies on the board trying to set fire to everything. Knowing what we have to do, but being trapped in by enemies is scary.
There's 4 damage and 4 horror coming to locations at the end of this turn.
Yeah. So we might lose a bunch of locations.
Yeah, and the trolls
will attack their locations as well, yeah.
Yeah,
If we could defeat some of the cultists, then all their doom would go away as well, potentially.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm going to suggest, though, that we pause the scenario here for today. I don't know if that works for you, just because I don't know how much longer we have.
Yeah.
And this gives me a bit of time before Drew Crew, etc. But just because we've made the spreading bloodshed, the chaos, the red mist descending on the village, we're now entering the darkest phase of the scenario.
Yeah. And it's quite possible that we have to resign soon.
Very true. But perhaps they will be able to find some sort of magical solution out of this. Who knows? We don't know. Wendy and Rex might be able to do something about the coming bloodshed. And they've certainly rescued some townsfolk, but is it enough? We'll have to see. That brings us to the end of Doomed for today. Of course, I want to thank the Crosshair for joining me.
Yeah.
Woo! I agree. Oh, thank you. Run and let die. I like that too, Flower. We're gonna have to see. And thank you to the Crosshair for the promo. Or the PR. That's the one. We've got Drew Crew coming up in 1.5 hours over on Elizabeth's channel. We read Nancy Drew books, and we laugh at how silly they are. We do funny voices. Come on down. It's a lot of fun. Tomorrow on RPG Clinic at the usual time, that's 2 p.m. Eastern, we have another session of Montreal by Moonlight. We'll be taking a break week after for Christmas, so stay tuned to the Discord for all of those updates. What's up?
Oh yeah, so that's the weekend of 22.
Correct. Yeah, for RPG Clinic. I'm not
100% sure on Doomed.
Like next.
We'll talk about it.
Yes. Yeah. You mean next
Saturday.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because I have to travel on the 23rd anyway. So.
Well, we'll definitely see. Because I would absolutely love to sort of crush a good red mist and finish off this scenario, but you are right, we'll have to see, which means of course the Discord is the place to find out when we're going to be back to scenario 6, the Crimson Harvest. What else do I have to say? I'm raising money for Jingle Jam. I actually don't know how much longer that's going on for. I need to check the deadline. I'm raising money for a charity. If you donate a certain amount via my link, you'll get access to a horde of games. What? Graspy Loot? What the is it actually? Why was it only a week and a half long? Oh, man. That's tragic. Well, I guess I'm filling out my charitable donations then for the year. We'll see. It was December 1st to the 14th. Oh, yeah, I guess. I can math. Well, sadness for me.
It's kind of...
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, kind of silly that charity has a deadline.
Well, I mean, look, here's the thing. Knowing that this charity exists means that I can now donate to it all year long. But if you want to unlock this bundle of games, which includes 2 Point Hospital and includes Frostpunk and includes a number of other things that you can find online, please do. And if you don't, then that's cool too. That brings us to the end of Doomed for today. I'm looking forward to seeing if Wendy and Rex can save the world. We'll have to see how it goes. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Doomed. Bye-bye.
Bye.